So exciting news from Shure in the in-ear wireless systems. They've got a new one. And Jeff, what's the model of this new one?
This is the PSM 900, which is the new top of the pile from Shure in in-ear monitoring.
Taken over from the 700?
It does. 700 is now obsolete. This replaces the 700. In a nutshell, the big differences are more frequencies to choose from. It does auto scanning, which is one of the survival skills we all need now in this shrinking spectrum market. And multiple power settings. These will do 10, 50 or 100 milliwatts from the transmitter, which again is valuable.
Does that equate to a distance measurement?
Yeah, absolutely. Rough, it obviously with walls and things it changes a bit, but as a rough number, every time you increase the power by 6 dB, you effectively double the radius. So if you were getting dropout at 100 metres, if you increase the power by 6 dB, theoretically you should be able to go to 200 metres before you get a similar dropout.
So what were the increments that we swap with that? Starts at
10 milliwatts, 50 milliwatts and 100 milliwatts.
Is there a legal...
100 milliwatts is the maximum allowed in Australia.
And can we take off the knob and turn it back halfway and then get 150 by doing that?
No, we can't. No, we can't. Nice try though. Nice try. Setup is really simple. Because the belt pack is the receiver, you have to do your scanning from the receiver now, right? So just as in the UHFR, we did the scanning from the receivers there to choose frequencies, we now do it from the belt pack. It's kind of simple. All you do is, I'm not sure if you can get this on the camera or not, push and hold the scan button for a couple of seconds and it'll say group scan, hold it up. You do look a little bit like the Statue of Liberty, but this is the receiver. And now it'll find what it's doing is tuning across all of its available frequencies and choosing the best ones for us.
And how many frequencies or how many channels can you run together?
Boy, question without notice. Lots.
A good number.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah.
I'll look it up for you and can edit it in later. Once you've done that, you hit the sync button. Synchronises to the transmitter and we've set it up.
And those two are locked together.
Yep. The other cute thing we can do...
Well, was that a double... What's the two green... Oh, no,
that's your audio level trims up and down. The other cute thing we can do from the belt pack is if you're a monitor guy, doing monitor side stage and you've got a bunch of in-ears out on stage, one of the problems is always hearing what your actual performers are hearing. So you can use ears and you can have a belt pack running off the Q bus of your console, and that allows you to hear what you're sending to the transmitters, but it doesn't allow you to actually hear what they're hearing. So the solution to this is we've got a thing in here called Q mode, which is unique to this series, in that this can do the same IR sync with up to 20 different transmitters. So you put it into Q mode, and now I can sync with 20 different transmitters, which could be my band out there. And they're all named, so the name comes across as they come down. And then once you've got it in Q mode, these up and down arrow keys on the front here just move like the presets on your car radio. So rather than having to run across the Q buttons on my console, I just tap up and down and I can listen to the drum send, I can listen to the lead vocal, I listen to XYZ.
You would have a system for everyone in the band, and you'd also have a system for the monitor guys so they can just be monitoring through their own receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is novel, isn't it?
It's a cute feature. The other really nice feature, if we've got time, which is one of these very simple ideas, but when we first saw it, thought, wow, why didn't we think of that? Is that you've got two switches on the front of the transmitter. One's power switch, one is transmit enable, this little blue one. If I turn that off, it's just stopped the transmitter transmitting, okay? Big deal, you might think. But if you're setting up for a festival, quite often you've got, like an A and a B stage, or you've got someone tuning ready while there's another act on stage. You can't turn on your transmitters because you'll interfere with them and cause them problems, which meant that previously you had to turn the whole thing off. So now I can't tune my receiver, I can't do the IR sync, I can't check my audio levels, I can't do anything until I'm allowed to turn this on, which is maybe only a couple of minutes before we're due on stage, right? So by having this little RF off switch, I can leave my transmitters powered on but not transmitting. I can sync my receivers, I can test my audio levels, I can have it all lined up ready to go, and then as soon as the band walks on stage, you flick the switch and away you go.
Fraught with danger still though, isn't it?
If you forget the switch, if you forget this, well, that's why you have this in Q mode, right? Where you go, hey, you're right, it's not working. I guess I'm sacked.
All right. Jeff McKenzie.
Thank you.
From Jams and AWAG. Terrific to run into you here.
Likewise, Tony. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your trip home.
We will.